Hi everyone, I'm so glad you're here, because today we're diving into the fascinating world of bunnies. These adorable, long-eared creatures are more than just cute. They're full of surprises. Their twitchy noses and big expressive eyes have charmed people everywhere. Maybe you have a bunny, or maybe you just spot them in your yard and wonder what's going on in their heads. No matter your experience, there's always something new to learn. Rabbits are gentle, but they're also smart and mysterious. Their body language is subtle, and their ways of communicating are easy to miss. Did you know rabbits can learn tricks, solve puzzles, and even recognize their names? We'll explore their intelligence and what science says about their brains. By the end, you'll see bunnies in a whole new light. Not just as cute pets, but as clever, feeling individuals. So get comfy, and get ready to unlock some bunny secrets. Let's hop in. Let's tackle the big question, one that every rabbit owner has probably wondered at some point. Just how smart is a bunny really? Are they just cute, twitchy-nosed companions? Or is there more going on behind those big, curious eyes? For years, people underestimated rabbits, thinking they were just instinct-driven prey animals, creatures that simply reacted to danger and little else. But rabbit intelligence is unique, rooted in survival, social connection, and a surprising ability to adapt to new situations. In the wild, rabbits remember where food and safe burrows are, mapping out their territory with impressive accuracy. They also keep track of who's friend or foe, using their sharp senses and memory to stay safe. That takes memory, problem-solving, and the ability to learn from experience, skills that go far beyond simple instinct. They're constantly mapping out their world, thinking and planning, always alert to changes in their environment. When we bring them home, that amazing brain comes with them, ready to explore, learn, and adapt to a brand new world. They might not fetch balls like dogs, but they're smart in their own way, figuring out puzzles, learning how to get treats, and even inventing their own games. Rabbits can learn their names, respond to simple commands, and recognize the voices of the people they trust. With patience and positive reinforcement, they can even be litter box trained, showing off their ability to understand and remember routines. That's real brain power. Understanding concepts, remembering routines, and even anticipating what comes next in their day. Comparing rabbit intelligence to a dog's is like comparing apples to oranges. Each species has its own strengths and ways of thinking. Dogs were bred to work with humans, to follow commands and perform tasks alongside us. Rabbits evolved as independent thinkers, relying on their wits to survive in the wild. Their intelligence is subtle, about patterns, routines, and social cues, rather than flashy tricks. They're masters of observation, learning your schedule, picking up on your habits, and even reading your mood. They know exactly when it's salad time, and will often remind you if you're running late. Some rabbits even show affection in subtle ways, like gentle nudges or grooming, proving they're emotionally intelligent too. So, the next time you see your bunny quietly watching, exploring, or following their routine, remember, that's a quiet kind of genius at work. Let's get scientific for a moment. Rabbit brains are wired for quick thinking and long-term memory, perfect for escaping danger and remembering where the best food is. They have a large brain-to-body ratio for their size, hinting at more than just basic instincts. Rabbits form complex mental maps of their environment, knowing every path and safe spot. That's why house rabbits learn your home's layout so fast. They're also great at associative learning, connecting the sound of the fridge with a treat, for example. This is more than instinct, it's learned behavior. And science confirms what rabbit owners know. Rabbits have rich emotional lives. Their brains process joy, fear, and affection, just like ours. A happy, secure rabbit is a smarter, more engaged rabbit. Let's look at some real-life bunny geniuses. Thumper learned to open his cage latch by watching his owner. Observation and problem-solving in action. Daisy figured out how to ring a bell for treats, showing she understood cause and effect. Binky knew exactly when his owner would come home, waiting by the door every day. Proof of routine and emotional attachment. Rabbits can even learn tricks with patience and positive reinforcement, jumping through hoops, giving high fives, or running agility courses. These stories aren't just about smarts, they're about the trust and bond between rabbit and owner. So, how do bunnies communicate? Their language is mostly silent, body language is everything. Ears up and swiveling, they're curious. Ears flat, they're scared or upset. Relaxed ears mean they're content. A happy rabbit might flop onto its side, showing trust. A tense, hunched posture means stress. Eyes half closed? They're relaxed. Wide, bulging eyes signal fear. Sometimes, you'll see a little white membrane flick across their eye, the nictitating membrane, a sign of pure bunny bliss. Learning to read these signals is key to understanding your rabbit's mood. Rabbits have a secret language of behaviors and sounds. The binky, a joyful leap and twist, is pure happiness. Soft grunting or honking means affection or excitement, while a sharp grunt is a warning. A high-pitched scream signals pain or terror. Rabbits also rub their chins on things to mark territory. It's their way of saying, "You're part of my family." Thumping with their hind leg is an alarm signal, warning of danger or expressing annoyance. Understanding these signals is like having a decoder ring for your bunny's feelings. Now that you know how smart and communicative bunnies are, how do you build a strong bond? Trust is everything. Get down on their level, let them come to you, and be patient. Don't force interactions or pick them up if they don't like it. Most rabbits feel insecure off the ground. Offer treats from your hand and let them associate you with good things. Play is a great way to connect. Rabbits love exploring, tossing toys, and running through tunnels. Engage in gentle play and let them set the pace. Most importantly, respect their personality. Some are bold, some are shy. Show affection in ways they appreciate, and you'll build a foundation of trust that lasts a lifetime. Time for some fun facts. A rabbit's teeth never stop growing. They need hay and things to chew to keep them healthy. Their twitching noses? They have over 100 million scent receptors, sampling the air for information. Fast nose twitches mean interest. Slow twitches mean relaxation. Rabbits have nearly 360-degree vision, with just one small blind spot in front of their nose. And here's a wild one. Rabbits produce two types of droppings. The soft ones, called secatropes, they eat for extra nutrients. Efficient and fascinating. We've explored the secret world of bunnies, uncovering a side to them that many people never get to see. These gentle creatures are so much more than adorable faces and soft fur. We've discovered they're far from simple pets. In fact, rabbits are some of the most fascinating companions you can have, with personalities as unique as any humans. They're intelligent, emotional, and complex, capable of learning tricks, solving puzzles, and even understanding routines in your home. With their own unique ways of thinking and communicating, rabbits express themselves through subtle gestures and behaviors. They remember people, places, and experiences, and can even recognize their favorite humans. They form deep bonds with us, seeking out affection and comfort, and showing trust in ways that are truly heartwarming. Their quiet language of ear twitches, nose wiggles, and body posture tells a story if you know how to listen. And those joyful jumps, called Binkies, are a beautiful display of pure happiness and trust. Next time you see a rabbit, whether in the wild or at home, take a moment to really observe them. Notice the intelligence in their eyes, the way they watch and learn from the world around them. See the curiosity in their nose as they explore new scents and experiences, always eager to discover something new. Every pet, no matter the species, has a rich inner world, full of thoughts, feelings, and dreams we may never fully understand. Be curious, watch, and listen. You might be surprised by what your pet is trying to tell you. When you try to understand your pet's perspective, you open yourself up to a world of connection and empathy. You open the door to a deeper, more rewarding relationship, one built on trust, respect, and love. Thanks for joining me today as we celebrated the genius of our furry friends. Be kind to your furry friends. Give them patience, understanding, and a little extra attention. They make our world better in countless ways, bringing joy, laughter, and comfort to our lives. Go give your pet a little extra love today, whether it's a rabbit, a dog, a cat, or any animal companion. You'll both be glad you did, and you might just discover a little more genius in your pet than you ever imagined.